Hello, and welcome to my 45-minute Vinyasa flow for hips and shoulders. Most of us hold stress and tension in one or both of these areas. Giving a little extra love and attention to your hips and shoulders can make a big difference. As always, I will give modifications as we go through, so if you come across a tight area, feel free to take the modified variation. Before we begin, grab any yoga props you would like to use. A block, a strap, or a towel. During the practice, I lead through the breath. I'll tell you when to inhale and exhale, but be mindful to follow your own breath, and don't worry about matching up exactly with me. If you're not feeling a vinyasa, skip it. Instead, stay in down dog or child's pose. As a reminder, child's pose is always there for you. Move into it whenever you need a break. If you're into yoga and you want to learn more about yoga, please take this moment to click to subscribe to my channel and ring that little bell. Awesome! Now that that's done, let's begin our practice. Make your way to a comfortable seated position, hands resting on your thighs. Or if you'd like to, you can stack your hands in your lap, right hand on top of the left, however you feel the tallest. Let your eyes close and start to focus in on your breath. Allow your breath to flow naturally through your nose without adjusting it. Be the observer of each breath, following the rise and the fall of your inhale and exhale. As you sit, take notice of any sensations that you feel within your body. This includes your breath, your heartbeat, any tightness or stiffness you may feel, but also the areas that feel good, that feel open and feel light. Allow your breath to cycle through the body, bringing lightness and energy on your inhale, and as you exhale, breathe out any extra tension that doesn't serve you. Allow yourself to also take notice of any external sensations, any sounds that you hear. Take notice, and then come back to your breath. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. Even feel the clothes on your body or maybe the mat against your skin. Take notice and then come back to your breath. Be aware of any smells that arise. Take notice and come back to your breath. When your mind starts to wander, come back to your breath. Let your eyes very gently blink open, taking in the light, the colors, and the shapes. And bring your hands to your knees. Gently lower your chin down toward your chest. Rolling the right ear now towards the right shoulder. As you move, if you find any tight spots, pause for a moment, breathe into the stretch, and then continue on. Once you've reached the peak of that stretch, gently bring the chin back down toward your chest. Once you've brought your chin down to your chest, slowly make your way over to the left. Pausing whenever you feel a tight spot, and then continuing on. Be mindful here too that your shoulders stay relaxed. Sometimes they like to sneak up towards the ears. Gently bring your chin back down through center, and we'll go to each side one more time. Right ear moves towards the right shoulder. Once you've reached the peak of that stretch, gently lower your chin back down to the chest and bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. From the left side, let the chin come back down toward your chest, and then inhale, bring the head upright. Exhale, rotate your head to the right. Inhale, bring it through center. Exhale to the left. A gradual build here. Inhale through center. Exhale. Now add the shoulders to your twist. Inhale, come through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, head, then shoulders, then ribs. Inhale, ribs, shoulders, and face come back to center, and then go to the left. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhale to the right. Head, neck, shoulders, ribs, waist. Waist, ribs, shoulder, neck, head back to center. Exhale to the left. Same sequence. Inhale, coming through center. Exhale to the right. Inhaling through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, twisting to the right, getting the arms involved. Maybe staying for a breath. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Again, including the arms and staying here for a breath. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and start to roll forward over the legs. If you happen to be sitting on any props or block or a pillow, gently remove it. Sit bones stay connected to the mat as you continue to fold forward. And then inhale, gently roll up through the spine. Roll through those shoulders just a few times. Then gently extend the arms out to your side to a T. On your exhale, lean over to your left, stretching out the side body. Inhale, come through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, coming through center. Exhale to the left, keeping those sit bones connected to the mat. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhaling through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, this time we'll stay over to the left. Keeping the arms extended, exhale, rotate the head down to look at your fingers. Then inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rotate the head down. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, rotate down. And then come back up to center on your inhale. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale as you look up. Exhale, rotate the head down. Inhale, rotate up towards your top fingers. Exhale, down towards the mat. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, looking down. Inhale, come up, arms to a T. And exhale, we'll come into eagle arms. So in eagle arms, your left arm will be underneath the right. You can do an optional hug here if your shoulders are super tight. But if you are going into eagle, make sure the palms are pressed together. Shoulders are roughly the same height as the elbows. Arms create a nice 90-degree angle. Release those arms, come to a 90-degree angle and squeeze them behind. Then switch to the other side. Eagle arms, this time the right is under the left, or you have the optional hug so that your fingers touch your shoulders. Gently release the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, and bring your arms down. You can roll through the shoulders a few more times. From here, we'll move into tabletop, coming onto your hands and knees. Make sure here that the knees are right underneath your hips. Hands come right under your shoulders, toes track behind the knees. Moving through cow and cat for a few cycles of breath. On your inhale, lift the head and the tail. Exhale, press into cat. Head and tail now drop. Inhale, coming up into cow, arching the spine. Exhale, curl into cat. Inhale, moving up into cow. And exhale, curve into cat. One more time through. Inhale, stretching, lifting up into cow. Exhale, curl into cat. Gently press back into your child's pose. Legs can be narrow or wide, your choice. If the knees are wide, make sure the big toes touch underneath you. Here in child's pose, bend your elbows, let the fingertips come straight up towards the ceiling. Palms are pressed together and walk your elbows close to the head. This provides a little extra stretch in the armpits and through the triceps. Gently lower your hands down and come back up into your tabletop. From here, we'll work on the mobility of our upper back. So take an inhale in neutral. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, press and open up that space. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, open up the back. Exhale, squeeze it together. Inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open between the shoulders, and exhale, squeeze it. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, opening up, getting a nice stretch. And then exhale, press back to your child's pose. We'll only stay here for one breath. Go ahead and grab a block, maybe 2 blocks, and bring it to the low or the medium level. If you only have one, it's okay. You can use one, or you can just bring your elbows to the mat. Allow your elbows to rest on the mat about shoulder width apart. And bring the palms together as we did earlier. You might have to adjust a little bit and sit back into child's pose. This gets even deeper into the armpits and the triceps. Breathe into the tightness, breathe into the stretch. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, work your way out of this. There's no graceful way out of this one. But just go ahead and move the block out of the way, shake your shoulders out a little bit. If you want to, you can give them a little massage with your hands. And let's make our way to downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet a bit. Get those legs moving again. On your next inhale, lift the head, shift forward towards plank. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forward to plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Let's take this onto the knees. Inhale, shifting forward, keep the spine straight. Exhale, press back to child's pose. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, shift forward, straighten the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet, shake out your head, shake it yes, shake it no, and give your tail a little bit of a wiggle. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift the head and walk up to the top of the mat. Lift the spine halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up, make sure to scoop that belly. Exhale, fold, bending the knees. Inhale, lift halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweeping all the way up to vertical. Hands come to the heart. And then go ahead and shake it out. Find your weight in your feet. We're looking for the weight to be right in the center of your foot. Moving into a sun salutation from here. On your inhale, sweep the arms up, looking towards your fingertips. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, step back with your left foot, high lunge. Gently lower down the back knee and keep the back toe tucked. This will help to open up the psoas muscle in your hip flexor a little bit deeper. Bring your hands onto your thighs and relax the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the arms up, small back bend. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step back to your plank and move through your vinyasa. Lowering down, knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, lower down. One more Cobra. Inhale, lifting up the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, press up, hands and knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step the left foot forward, coming into your low lunge. Keeping that back toe tucked. Inhale, bring your hands up to your thigh. Exhale, release the shoulders. On your inhale, sweep the arms up. Small back bend. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Tuck the back toe if it's not already and step it forward to the top of the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, coming all the way up to vertical. Look at those fingertips. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, looking towards your fingers. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, dropping the head. Inhale, lift halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. This time, step back with the right leg. On your inhale, bring yourself up to vertical, bending that back knee just a bit. Inhale, sweep the arms up by your ears. Exhale where you need. Inhale, scoop the belly up and in. Exhale, sink down through the legs and maybe micro straighten the back leg. Inhale, scoop the belly up and in. Exhale, sink the hips, micro straighten the back leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back to your plank and move through your Vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. On your next inhale, we're going to take that right leg and step it forward, coming into crescent pose on the other side. Inhale as you rise up, letting the arms sweep up by your ears. Inhale, scoop the belly. Exhale, sink a little deeper into the hips and let the back leg micro straighten. Inhale, lift the belly. Exhale, sink into the hips. Inhale, scoop the belly. Exhale, micro straighten the back leg. Inhale, scoop the belly, and exhale, straighten the back leg. This gets a little deeper into your psoas muscle, the front of the hip. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, step back to your plank, and move through your Vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, press back to Child's Pose. Here in Child's Pose, bend your arms and bring the fingertips so they point up towards the ceiling and press the palms together in prayer hands. Walk your elbows closer to your ears. And we're going to add a little bit of a stretch here. It's very subtle. Keeping the fingertips connected at all times, start to peel the heels of the hands away from one another so there's space between your palms and the fingers. And then gently roll the fingers and the palms back together. So you gently roll away, coming to fingertips, and then exhale, flattening out the hands so they press together. You can coordinate your breath however it makes the most sense to you. This is very subtle in the shoulders. Some people may not actually feel this, and that's normal too. Gently extend your arms down, palms onto the mat. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths, getting a nice stretch through that standing leg. On your exhale, step that foot through. We'll come into Warrior One, rotating the back heel down and in. Inhale as you rise up, arms by your ears. Exhale, release the shoulders. Moving into Eagle Arms from here, your arms come out to the side to a T. Your right arm will come underneath your left, just as we did when we started. You can also modify here by just hugging the arms, fingertips to shoulders. So staying here in warrior legs with eagle arms. On your inhale, lift the sternum and the chest. Be mindful not to drop your head back. And then exhale, bring the chin in towards your chest. Inhale, lifting the head and the heart. Exhale, chin down to the chest. Inhale, lifting your eyes upward. And then exhale, bringing the head back down. Inhale the head to vertical. Exhale, unwrap those arms and come to goddess, squeezing the shoulder blades together behind you. Bring your hands to your waist and hop your back foot forward about a stride. Bring your hands behind your back, hold onto your wrists, forearms, or reverse prayer, and then gently roll forward for Parsvottanasana, intense side stretch. On your inhale, lift the head, come all the way up through vertical. Exhale, release the hands to your heart, step the back foot forward, and gently pedal through the feet. Step back with your right foot now, coming into Warrior One, squaring off the hips, making sure the front knee is tracking over the toes. Bring the arms up by your ears and relax the shoulders. Just taking a moment to settle into Warrior One. Bring your arms out to your side to a T. Eagle arms on the other side. This time, the left arm comes under the right. Or if you need to modify for your shoulders, you can just hug and hold on to your shoulder blades. On your inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, tuck the chin in. Inhale, lifting the head up. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, lifting the head, and then exhale, gently lowering it down. One last time, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, chin comes down to the chest. Inhale, bring your head to vertical, unwrap those arms. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together in goddess arms. Hop the back foot forward about a stride. Bring your hands behind you, hold on to your wrists, elbows, or reverse prayer. And as you exhale, roll down over the front leg for Parsvottanasana, intense side stretch. Breathe into the stretch, let your hamstrings start to open up, the space behind your knee. You can let your head release. Inhale, lift the head, coming all the way up to vertical. Exhale, release the hands and pedal through the feet. Bring yourself to equal weight in your feet. And from here, we'll move into chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and scoop the belly. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, hands to your heart and twist to the right. Hands can come to the outer thigh and hip. Here, I'll show you here in a better angle. Or you can tuck your elbow on your thigh. Press the palms together. Be careful here that your head does not drop lower than your hips. If you feel like you're upside down, then you are. Make sure that your head is above the hips. Inhale, hands to the heart, coming to center. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, chair pose, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart, and now twist to the opposite direction, either hands to the outer thigh or hip, or tuck the elbow around the thigh. Watch out for that head, make sure it's above the hips. On your inhale, come to center, hands to your heart. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Place your hands down onto the mat, step back to your plank, and move through your Vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. On your inhale, lift the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend that leg at the knee and open the hips. Twisted three-legged dog. Feel free to roll the ankle around if you'd like. Inhale, straighten the legs, square off the hips. Exhale, step the foot through. We'll come into Warrior Two. Keeping the shoulders right over the hips. Front knee is tracking over the toes, back leg is nice and energized. Extend the arms out. Inhale, bring them up to your ears, straighten the front leg. Exhale, fold back into Warrior Two. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms by your ears. Exhale, bend the front knee, Warrior Two. Inhale, straightening the leg. Exhale, rebend. Bringing the arms now into cow face. So the right arm comes up to your ear, left arm comes down by your hip. What you're trying to do here is find a connection between the fingertips. If they don't reach, which is the case for a lot of people, you can use a towel or a strap and have your hands connect. If that's not helping or you don't have that, you can use your shirt and just walk your fingers closer together. Staying in those Warrior Two legs. On your inhale, give a slight arch, so lift your ribs up and out of your waistline. Keep the top arm squeezing in towards your head. Nice steady breath. Inhale, come back up through vertical. Give yourself a nice hug to release the shoulders out. You can even rub with your fingers. Bring your hands to your waist. Rotate the right toes in and the left toes out to come to Warrior Two on the other side. Bending the front leg. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms by your ears. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, Warrior Two. Keep the legs. Left arm comes up this time, right arm comes down and below. Try to find the connection between your fingers, looping the fingers, or if you need to, you can use a towel, a strap, or use your shirt. On your inhale, lift the torso up and out of your waist, giving a small arch to the back. On your inhale, come back up through vertical, release those arms. Give yourself a hug. Go ahead and rub your shoulders out, give them a shake. Bring your hands to your waist and turn all 10 toes now to the long edge, the side edge of your mat. Inhale your arms out to your side to a T. Exhale, interlace them behind your back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin and roll forward, hanging over the legs. You can bend the knees here slightly if this is a little too intense, but let the arms fall over your head to get a nice shoulder stretch. Keep your eyes open. We'll stay here for about 5 breaths total. On your inhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders halfway. Exhale, release the hands, bring them to your waist. Inhale, come to vertical. Exhale, rotate the right leg to Warrior Two, and then gently step up to the top of the mat and pedal through your feet. From here, we'll move into a balance called Lord of the Dance. If you're familiar with it, please feel free to begin to go into it. But I'm going to move myself so that we can see better. Go ahead and grab your right foot and gently pull it up to your sit bone. You can use a towel or a strap here if you have a hard time reaching your toes. Extend the other arm out in front of your nose and stay here if this is a challenge. Make sure that the inner thighs are squeezing together. If you'd like to go deeper into the posture, press your foot into the back hand and start to hinge forward. Keep your chest lifted the entire time and your eyes focused over the front fingertips. This works the hips, the shoulders, and the back. On your inhale, come back up through center, gently release, and hug the knee in towards your chest. Go ahead and pedal through the feet. I'm going to switch sides here so that you can see the other side. Find your balance on both feet. Bend up the left leg, grab onto the foot on the outer edge, your pinky edge. Inner thighs squeeze together so the knees are side by side. Belly is lifted. Extend the opposite arm out in front of your nose. To go deeper, press the foot into the hand. Start to hinge forward, but keep the chest lifted. You also want to try to keep the hips and the shoulders square to the front of your mat. Keep your breath nice and steady. Inhale, start to come back up through vertical. Bring the left leg to your chest, hug it in towards you. Release and go ahead and pedal through the feet. Making our way through another sun salutation. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back to your plank. Now you can stay here in plank or you can modify and come down onto your knees, either way. While we're here in plank, we're going to repeat the shoulder squeezes from earlier in the practice. So squeeze those shoulder blades together and then press through the arms and open up the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades and open up the back. 3 times total. From here, lower all the way down onto your belly and come into crocodile pose. Hands stack underneath your forehead. Let your head rest on your hands. And if you'd like, you can rock through the hips. You can even bend the knees and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Coming back to center with the feet. Coming into a spinal twist, lift up onto your arms. Thread your right arm through so it comes underneath the other arm. Roll onto your right side. Hug the knees in towards your chest and keep the right arm extended in front of your shoulder. You can place something under your head for support if you'd like. From here, take the top arm, in this case it's our left arm, and open it up towards the ceiling and out to the side. Let your head follow those fingertips so that you are looking to the left. Your knees are to the right, head is to the left. To get a little deeper into the pectoralis muscles and maybe into your front deltoid, you can roll yourself halfway up and just let your arm hang behind you. You may need to play with the angle of this to get the best stretch. Sometimes it's a little higher, sometimes it's a little lower. So feel free to play around with that and find where the stretch is for you. Gently roll back so that your shoulders are flat on the mat. We'll take some arm circles here. Inhale, bring the arm up overhead in front of you, and then exhale as it comes down over your hips and behind you. Inhaling as it reaches up, let your head roll around with you. Exhale as the fingertips come down and back. One more rotation of the shoulder, bringing the arm up, and then reverse your direction. Letting it open up to the side, sweep it by your hips and then fingertips to fingertips. Taking 3 full circles. Once you've finished your final circle, just rest with your palms on top of one another. Gently roll back onto your belly and we'll switch to the other side. This time you're going to thread the left arm through, roll onto your left side, pull the knees in towards your chest. Let your hands stack one on top of the other. Take that right arm, reach it up and over to come into a spinal twist. Head will rotate around to the right to look towards the right fingertips. Be mindful here too that the thigh bones are in line with your hips. Try rolling back a little bit so that the right shoulder is actually on top of your rib cage and your arm dangles behind you. This will intensify the stretch throughout your pec muscles and through your anterior deltoid, the front of your shoulder. Feel free to play with the angle here. And then gently roll back onto your shoulders, shoulders flat onto the mat. Taking our arm circles, take it in whichever direction you prefer first. And on this side, coordinate the breath the way that it makes the most sense to you. Let your head follow the fingertips around so the neck gets a little rotation as well. Once you've done the arm circles about 3 times on one side, go ahead and reverse the direction. Allow your fingertips to trace a gigantic circle, getting the most movement as you can. And when you're finished with your final rotation, bring the palms together in front of you and just rest on your side. This time let's roll onto the back. Knees bent, feet flat. Hug your knees in towards your chest and gently rock from side to side. Move your hands down towards your shin bones and we'll roll like a ball from here. Press your shin bones into your hands and start to roll on your spine. Keep your chin tucked into your chest and your abdominal muscles active. You can roll as many times as you need to come up into boat pose and balancing on the sacrum. Gently release, cross the legs. However you need to come to a seated position from here. Legs extend out in front. Feet are parallel. Feel free to use a block underneath your sit bones if you'd like, or if you need a strap or towel in order to reach your feet, to go ahead and grab one of those. We'll move into Paschimottanasana, our forward fold. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall, and then exhale, scoop the belly and fold forward. Hold on to whatever part of your legs you can reach, or if you're using the strap, let your arms be nice and long. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, gently release. Don't mind me, I have a little itch here. Go ahead and grab your right leg. We're going to bring it into a cradling position. So hold on to the foot and hold on to the outer thigh and gently rock from side to side. Or you can take the foot into the crook of the elbow and lace the fingertips. This gentle rocking motion from side to side helps to open up the hip just a little bit more. Helps to prepare for our next few stretches. So from here, take your foot into half lotus, or if half lotus isn't possible today, then bring the foot down but above the knee. From here, make sure that your right ankle is flexed. That'll stabilize the right knee. Making our way into a forward fold here, feel free to use any prop to help you if you'd like, a towel or a strap to reach the foot. Or again, you can hold on to your ankle, your calf, whatever you can reach. Sometimes in this pose, the ankle presses on the quad muscle and it's a bit uncomfortable. This is normal and it will subside. You're on an energy line and the pressure of the ankle releases any blockages. This is also known as a trigger point. On your inhale, gently come up to vertical. Exhale where you need and bring the hands behind you for support. Bend up the bottom leg and come into seated pigeon. In seated pigeon, you want to make sure that the bottom ankle is in line with the respective sit bone. To go deeper into the stretch, you can move your sit bone closer to your heel by lifting your hips and scooching forward. Be mindful here too that your chest and your shoulders don't collapse. Keep yourself lifted through the spine and breathe into the hips. Gently release out of the stretch. Let your legs extend out in front of you. Give them a little shake, a little rock, a little pop. And grab up the other leg and we'll come into our cradle position. Either hold on to the foot and outer thigh or bring the foot to the crook of your elbow and cradle the arms like a baby. Giving a gentle rock from side to side. Bring the foot now into half lotus or as close as you can manage. You can bring the ankle a little lower to the knee if you need to. Grab a strap or a towel and give a gentle fold over the straight leg. Again, on this side, that ankle may trigger a little bit of uncomfortableness. Don't worry about it, just keep breathing. As time goes on, it will release. On your inhale, come up to a vertical position, and if your foot is in half lotus, just gently move it down towards your knee. Bring your hands behind you and come into seated pigeon, bending up the bottom heel towards your sit bone. If you need a little bit deeper of a stretch, then go ahead and scooch your sit bone closer to your heel. Keep the chest lifted and breathe into your hips. Gently release out of seated pigeon, let the legs extend, give them a little shake, and then make your way into bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Thumbs slide underneath the balls of the feet, fingers along the pinky edge. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, heart through the arms. Open the elbows and exhale, hinge forward over the legs. Let the weight of your shoulders and your arms press into your inner thighs to help the stretch. On your exhale, let your body curl forward, crown of the head reaching towards the feet. Continue to use the elbows on your inner thighs to help open those hip flexors. Inhale, come up through vertical. Exhale, close the legs and give a little rock from side to side. Find your way onto your back. And from here, we'll take cow face legs, opening up the IT bands in the outer hips. Take your right leg and cross it over your left, no space between. And reach down and grab onto your feet or ankles. If you need to, you can use a strap or a towel to help. Sometimes the hands don't quite reach the feet. Pull the thighs in towards your chest. Let your head rest back. And breathe into the stretch. Gently release those legs, shake them out, and come into happy baby. Thighs open up so the knees are roughly under your armpits. Hold on to the feet or ankles. And then switch to the other side, cow face legs. So now the left is on top of the right. Holding on to the ankles or the shin bones, pulling the legs in towards your chest. Release those legs and come into happy baby. And if you'd like, you can give a little rock from side to side. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Place the feet down onto the mat and let the knees open for reclined bound angle pose. Bring your legs together and then pull them up toward your chest. Moving into plow and then shoulder stand from here. Be mindful of your shoulders and neck here. If you have any injuries, then avoid this pose and move to happy baby. To move into plow, kick the legs up and over your head. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you and interlace the fingers. From here, bring your hands to your lower back and gently lift the legs up over you. Allow your legs to just dangle up above. Keep the belly pulling up and in. Squeeze the inner thighs together. I like to play with my feet here, but you can do as you'd like. Some people like to move their legs in different directions and move into other poses with the legs. So sometimes they'll do Baddha Konasana with their legs. Sometimes they'll come into lotus, half lotus. But for today, I'm just keeping my legs up in the air. Take one more breath and then gently lower the toes over your head for plow. Release the hands down to the mat and start to roll down through the spine nice and slow. I'm holding on to my calf muscles here. This gives me a little extra control. Once your tail is down, hug the knees in towards your chest and give a little rock from side to side. Gently extend your legs down underneath you and make yourself comfortable in Shavasana. Legs are about the width of the mat apart. Let them fall to their natural rotation. Arms by your sides, palms flipped up. Let your eyes close and take rest. I'll let you know when it's time to get up. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles, waking up the arms and the legs. Extend the arms up by your ears and give yourself a nice long stretch from fingers to toes. Hug the knees in towards your chest and give a gentle rock from side to side. Roll onto your right side, resting here. Use your arm as a pillow for your head. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. Eyes closed and hands pressed at your heart. Take a moment here to check in with your breath and maybe give a moment or two of gratitude, being grateful for all that we have. May your thoughts be kind to yourself and others. May you speak only truth and kindness. May your heart be filled with love and compassion. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. If you liked the class, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you didn't like it, go ahead and hit that dislike button. And please be sure to click the bell for notifications on new videos. If you know someone who might enjoy my videos, please share it. Also, if you have a request for a specific class, please ask in the comments below. You can also follow me on Instagram at holly.r.jan.yoga. Be well and remember to breathe. See you next time.